Right, as the first question today, I take the question this. In your tutorial, under question number 11, under question number 12, question number 12, part 15, asking to sketch the graph y equals mod x plus 3 plus mod x minus 2. Now this graph we need to sketch first, right? Yeah. So last week we discussed how to sketch a graph with modulus sign available, right? So now using that knowledge, let's see how to draw this graph, right? Yeah. So first we have to define this both moduli values, mod x plus 3 and mod x minus 2. Yeah, you know how to define them, right? If I mark them on the number line, right, this mod x minus 2, this changes at x equals 2. Mod x plus 3 changes at x is minus 3. Then if I write mod x plus 3, on the right hand side of minus 3, mod x plus 3 is, equal to x plus 3. Including minus 3 to the right for all values, mod x plus 3 is equal to x plus 3. And on the left of this minus 3, mod x plus 3 is equal to minus x plus 3. Minus x plus 3. This way. And mod x minus 2 is on the right of 2, it is x minus 2. On the left of 2, we have to multiply this by minus sign. Okay. Then this modulus of x minus 2 is equal to this x minus 2 for the values 2 and more than 2, including 2 and more than 2, right? And now people, you can very clearly understand this number line. After marking this minus 3 and 2, the number line is divided into 3 regions, no? Right. On the left of minus 3, between minus 3 and 2, more than 2. Understand? Now we have to draw the graph in each interval. People, what is first interval? First interval is when x less than minus 3, right? When x less than minus 3. When x less than minus 3, we have to find what is this y. Y can be found, y equals mod x plus 3 plus mod x minus 2. Yeah, now we are considering on the left of minus 3 now. On the left of minus 3, this mod x plus 3 here is equal to minus x plus 3. So therefore, this place I can write minus x plus 3 plus mod x minus 2, right? Mod x minus 2 is here. On the left of 2, mod x minus 2 is equal to this. But we need this mod x minus 2 value on the left of minus 3. On the left of 2 for all values, on the left of 2 to the negative infinity. In other words, on the left of 2, mod x minus 2 takes this. Then on the left of minus 3 also, this mod x minus 2 should be minus times x minus 2. Understand? On the left of 2, all values up to negative infinity, mod x minus 2 is this. But we need on the left of minus 3, what is this? That's well obvious, no? If this takes minus x minus 2 for all values on the left of 2, then on the left of minus 3 even, it takes what? The same minus x minus 2. So therefore, I have to put a minus sign x minus 2. Then here remove the bracket, y is minus 6 minus 3. Here plus and minus, these two together minus. By that minus sign, we multiply this and this. Then it is minus 6 plus 2. Then what do we get? Y equals minus 2x minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. Minus 2x minus 1. So this is the first, right? First equation we get. Now we have to consider second interval. What is people's second interval? Second interval is number 2 when, right, x. Here we have to go to right. When you go to right, passing this minus 3, we know we have to pick this minus 3 and we have to go to right. So therefore, what is that interval? X greater than or equal to minus 3. You know, why should we put here this equal sign? Why? When you define this mod x plus 3, right, you can see in the first line after the double bracket, you know, mod x plus 3 will be equal to x plus 3 when x greater than or equal to minus 3. With that minus 3 and greater than sign, that equal sign also coming. So that is why we take this equal sign. And less than 2. This is the interval R. In this interval, we have to find what is this? Y mod x plus 3 plus mod x minus 2. Right. In between minus 3 and 2 people, you know, mod x plus 3 is equal to x plus 3. So this is x plus 3. Right. And this plus sign, mod x minus 2 on the left of 2, no, between minus 3 and this 2, mod x minus 2 takes this, right, minus x minus 2, right. So then we get y equals x plus 3, this plus and minus together people minus, no, by that minus and we multiply both this and this, then it is minus 6 plus 2. Then you can cancel down this x and minus 6, we get y as 5. Right. Okay, now people, third interval. Third interval is x greater than 2. Number 3, when x greater than or equal to 2. You know, why should we put here equal sign? When we define this mod x minus 2 people, you get when x greater than or equal to 2, mod x minus 2 will be equal to x minus 2, right? So then what we get is y equals mod x plus 3 plus mod x minus 2, right? Mod x plus 3 in this interval, you know, for all the values which on the right of minus 3. In other words, on the right of minus 3 up to positive infinity, mod x plus 3 is equal to this. Understand? On the right of minus 3, for all values up to positive infinity, mod x plus 3 is equal to x plus 3. So we need the mod x plus 3 value on the right of 2. Then even on the right of 2, mod x plus 3 will be x plus 3. So therefore, this is x plus 3 people, right? X plus 3, this is y. And mod x minus 2 people is equal to x minus 2. Now we have this. X and x make 2x. 3 minus 2 is, it is plus 1. So this is the next equation we need. Right? Now, 3 lines we have to draw now. Okay. Now you know people how to draw these 3 lines. Okay. Right. And now I'll give few minutes people just draw the line. Right. Now people, you know, we have said when we draw this exactly at x equals minus 3. So we know this is a straight line. No? To draw a straight line, we should have 2 points. I told you, I emphasize you, when you find 1 point, people, definitely this x value, we have to substitute here and find 1 point. Okay, right. So once I put x equals here, this minus 3, what do you get, people? When I put x minus 3, see here, what do you get? Put minus 3 here, minus 2 minus 3 is plus 6. Plus 6 minus 1. It's people 5. So therefore y equals 5. Then one point is people, what? When x minus 3, y is 5. We know people, we need another 1 point. I think we can manage that point with the intercept of this line minus 1. So therefore, we'll actually use this one. Other point we can very easily find when we draw this one using the intercept minus 1 of that line. Okay, right. So now in this line, it's y equals 5. In between minus 3 of x and up to 2, y equals 5. A line which is parallel to x-axis. And then of course, no need to find 2 points. From minus 3 up to 2, y equals 5 line. Parallel to x-axis, cutting y-axis at 5, that line coming. So therefore, this is okay. Now, in drawing these people, again, you must definitely put this x value here. X equals 2, right? When I put x equals 2 there, what happens? Put here 2, 2 into 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. Y is 5. Then 2, 5 coming here. 2, 5. Now, we have to sketch the graphs, right? This is your y-axis. This is your x-axis. Right. Right? Here, x equals minus 3, y is plus 5. Right? I'll mark people here. Minus 1, minus 2, it's minus 3. To the right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right. And we need y value to be 5, no? So then I take 5 of y-axis here. When x equals people minus 3, y is 5. X equals minus 3, y is 5. So therefore, this is that point. Okay, minus 3, 5 point is this. Now this line people we have to draw on the left of minus 3. Right. So far we have only 1 point on this line, but we know we should have 2 points. People, you know, when I consider here the intercept is minus 1. Minus 1 of y is somewhere here, no? I take somewhere here our minus 1, right? This is the minus 1. Then this line passes through the points minus 3, 5. That means this point and this point. And then we have 2 points. Now what we do, people? If we need to draw this whole line, we have to join this point and this point, and we have to produce this line to both ends. But do we need that line? No. Then what we need? Of that line, only the portion that is on the left of minus 3. That only we need. Understood? So therefore, how to show this one? We'll do like this. First, we need to draw that whole line, no? Then for that one, what we do is, people, first I here join this point and this minus 1 by a dotted line like this. This way, we join these 2 points. This way, right? In the same way, we produce this line to this way. Okay. Then people, this dotted line represents what, people? In drawing this line, we have used this point and this point. Because of this is containing dots, it says for our graph, this part is not included. That's why we put this in dotted line. Understood? If you draw this also without this way, the broken line segments, people, that gives an idea to the graph. This portion also we have included. That is wrong. So therefore, make sure to draw that one with dotted line like this. Okay, broken line. that emphasize people in drawing that line with the equation y equals minus 2x minus 1. We have used one point here, the other point here. That's only we get. Okay. Don't actually keep this line without having dots like this. Okay. Right. Dark line, don't choose that way. So therefore, if we draw this also like this with the dark line, unbroken line, that says this also coming included into our graph. Therefore, this is also a part of our graph. That is really wrong then. Huh? Right. Next one, people, between minus 3 and 2, y is 5. That means y equals 5 line is a straight line parallel to x-axis, cut in y-axis at 5. So therefore, that is between minus 3 and 2, no? So therefore, 2 also here. 2 also here. So then, here we get like this. You see, right? Okay. Next one, people, y equals 2x plus 1, 1, plus 1. Its point is 2, 5. X is 2, y 5. X is 2, y 5 is this, people. Right. The other one is here. So another point we know, people. We need another point. Right. To get the other point, the intercept of this line we can use. Intercept is plus 1. Plus 1 means here. Right. Plus 1 means here. Okay. Right. Right. Now we have to join this point and this point. Then we get the whole line. But do we need the whole line? No. By joining this point and this point, this is 1, right? By joining this point and this point and producing the line to both ends, we get this whole line. But do we need the whole line? No. Then what? Of that line, only the part which is on the right of 2 we need. Understood? So then I first draw like this. This way. And we produce it this way. This is how people we draw that. Okay. So now this whole graph, this 2 with this one, together we get a single graph now. For that graph, the equation is this now. Okay. Right. So therefore, I can write the equation of this overall graph is y equals mod x plus 3 plus mod x plus x minus 2 is the equation we can give as a single equation for these 3 parts. But people, when we consider individually this line, and this line, they have 3 different equations. Why? They are 3 different parts of 3 different lines. That's why. Okay. So then if I write their equations too, this equation going to be, people, y equals minus 2x minus 1. If we consider this one alone, it's y equals 5. If we consider this one, it's y equals 2x plus 1. This way, we can separately name them. Understood, right? Okay. Right, people, that is how we sketch that graph. Okay. Right. At asking a question, is it compulsory to mark each part of the graph separately too? No, not compulsory. It's not compulsory. But dear students, remember, most of the time, in the question at your terms is A level, people, we have another part of the question. That kind of question now we are going to discuss. That occasion, if we have these equations with them, that much convenient. It is not compulsory. But people, it is compulsory to write this one. No? The usual practice is after drawing a graph, its equation usually be right at the side of the graph. That's the usual practice. So therefore, it's compulsory that this one to write. This is a single equation we can assign for this whole graph. And this part, to write the equation separately, not compulsory. But if we write them one people, no issue, no people. So that much convenient to us. Right. So therefore, probability of writing like that. Yeah, people, now I will come to the next question as question number 15. Right. Right. Question number 15, people, in the tutorial, page number 4. Question number 15. There you are given, sketch the graphs of y equals mod x minus 2 plus 2 and y equals minus mod x minus 1 plus 4 on the same diagram. Hence, find the range of x4 mod x minus 2 plus mod x minus 1 less than no equal to 2. Right? Right. Okay, I think you can draw this graph. Y equals mod x minus 2 plus 2. And y equals minus mod x minus 1 plus 4. People, you know how to draw this graph very easily. If I first ignore this plus 2, mod x minus 2. Mod x minus 2 graph can be easily drawn. How, people? First we consider mod x graph. That mod x graph we push to rightward by 2 units. Okay, because here we have minus sign. We said if we have minus sign, we have to take it right now. And after that, since 2 is added, that rightward pushed mod x graph, we have to lift upwards by 2 units. Then very easily we can draw this graph. Understood? So then you have to mark that equations of right and left of the 2 parts of the overall graph. And this one we have to define mod x minus 1. So then, people, you can draw both graphs on the same diagram. Right, I'll give 5 minutes. First, give me the graphs of this and this. I think you can, everybody can manage this, right? Start, people. Right, this graph is okay, right? I'll come to this graph now. Yeah, first there we have to define the mod x minus 1. We'll define mod x minus 1. Mod x minus 1 will change at 1. This is 1. Then mod x minus 1 will be equal to x minus 1 on the right of 1. On the left of this 1, mod x minus 1 will be equal to minus x minus 1. Right. Now, 2 intervals we have, less than 1, greater than 1. When x less than 1. That one. Y equals minus mod x minus 1 plus 4. Y equals minus mod x minus 1 is on the left of 1. On the left of 1 will is equal to minus x minus 1. Right. For this place, now we have to substitute minus x minus 1. Okay. Here also we have minus sign. Then put another minus sign, x minus 1 plus 4. Y equals minus minus plus x minus 1 plus 4 mean people x plus 3. Y equals x plus 3. Right. What is second region, people? Second region is when x greater than or equal to 1. Right hand side of 1, but equal sign also coming with that. It is now y equals minus x minus 1 modulus plus 4. No? This one, no? Right. For this place, now we have to put x minus 1. Y equals, this minus sign is here. This minus sign only I put here, people. Now for this only, I am going to put x minus 1 plus 4. Then there we get y equals what? This is minus x, minus minus plus 1, and then 4 is 5. Right. These are the two equations of the graph to be drawn. Right. Now, people, here also we know we have to find 2 points on the line. 1 point we have to we have to find 1 point, definitely substitute in this x value I told you. Now, when x equals 1, people, what do we get? X equals 1 when I put here, minus 1 plus 5, it's 4. Then 1, 4 is 1 point. And here when I put x equals 1, y 4, 1, 4. You know, people, other point we can very easily find, no? Yeah. Now let's draw this. Right. See, we can form the axis, right? This one, people, 1, 4. X equals 1, y equals 4. I mark that 1 for here. Here, see 1. This is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4 point is this. Right. Right. When we draw, people, the other one, okay, we can take the intercept of this. You know, this graph has the gradient negative. Gradient negative graph should be like this, no? Okay, right. So the intercept is plus 5. Plus 5 is here. Right, this is the 5. Then to draw this line, this point and this point we can use, people. Right? Then we can draw the line like this. See here, the line coming like this. This is the line we can produce to this end also, people. Then we get the whole line of the equation y equals minus 6 plus 5. But do we need the whole line? No. Then what? We need of that line only the part which is on the right of 1. Which is on the right of 1 means this is 1, right of 1 means this part. Then this part we have to erase. Then we erase so that to leave dotted line like this, to give the idea that in drawing this line, we use this intercept and this point. Now we do that part. So then what is this point, people? This point going to be x coordinate 1, y coordinate 4. Understood? That part is okay. This is the origin, no? Right. This line also, people, here 1, 4. It passes to the point 1, 4. 1, 4 is this point, no? This is the point 1, 4. This is the point 1, 4. Right. And we need another point to draw this one. It is the intercept of that. Intercept is 3. 3 is, people, here. Right. So then we have to join this point and this point. And when I produce to both ends that line, we get the whole line this. But do we need the whole line? No. Then what part? Only the part of that line which is on the left of 1. Yeah, then we'll draw like that. It passes to the point this. Intercept is 3. So then we can join these two. Right? And we can produce this, This is the whole line we have. Right, people? Is that line. But this part not necessary there to be. Then we erase that. This point is people 3, right? Okay. Then this equation, if we consider, it's y equals x plus 3. This one, y equals minus 6 plus 5. Right. So we do that one. This point is 1, 4 point. Yeah. This graph is now okay, people. Right. Secondly, the graph this y equals mod x minus 2 plus 2 graph. How to draw that one, people? Mod x graph, we take to rightward by 2 units. And we lift that upwards by 2 units. Understood? Right. Let's see then how to draw that graph. Right. I erase this. Right. Mod x graph, when I consider people, y equals mod x graph is V-shaped graph like this. This is 45, this is 45. Then mod x minus 2 graph we can draw how? Shifting this graph to rightward by 2 units. So then this 2 line segment will be still parallel. This way we have. And this graph only we have to take upwards by 2 units up to here. Then this coordinates will be what, people? Right hand side it's 2, vertical 2, then 2 point come in here. It vertex is 2, 2. Right, 2 point is where, people? Here. This is 2, this is also 2. This is 2. This is also 2. Now, two point when I mark, people, here. Right. Now, we didn't use any correct scale in drawing this 2 axis, no, people. In my case, I don't have even single rule on the board. Roughly, I took this lens for marking this values on the number lines, x-axis and y-axis. Sometimes we have drawn this on single rule paper. There, we get an issue, no, people? Since we haven't chosen the correct scale, when we mark this 2 point, it is coming closer to this line. Sometimes this point may be above this line. That doubt we get to our mind, people, because we haven't used a good scale, correct scale, no? Right, it's okay. How to find whether this point is really like this below the line, or if not above the line? It's will easily we can find like this. You know, people, now this height is 2, no? Because we need the 2 point, no? This height is 2. This is what I do, people. This x equals 2, I substitute in the equation of this line here. When I put 2 here, people, what do you get? Y equals minus 2 plus 5. We get y equals 3. We get y equals 3. That means the height to this line when x equals 2 is 3 units. But we need 2 units. To this line from this 2, the height is 3 units. That's what when I put x equals 2 here, we get y3 means that. But our point we need is 2 point. This height should be 2. So therefore, definitely this point that we are going to mark should be below this line. Right? The other thing is, people, here this height when x equals 2 to this line should be 3. That means 3 is here now. Then this 3 is here. Actually, this line should pass through the point this, because 3 is here. So that's why I told you, people, since we haven't got a correct scale, maybe important to consider the relative positions. Understood? This issue we never come across, people, when we draw this graphs on the graph paper. But at the examination, graph papers are not provided. On the single rule paper only, you must draw this one. That is why we have to be very careful when this way points are coming closer, or line and point coming closer, to check whether the positions relatively we have marked are correct by checking like that. Understood, people? Right? You have to practice like this. Don't depend on the graph paper. Right? Once somebody very interested in drawing everything in the graph paper, mean people, they are not going to consider this geometry, this relative positions way and everything. That occasion, people, it is not a good for aero math students. So this way we have to practice to do, right? Yeah. Now, anyway, I'll take this point as my position that lies below. Then people, you can draw that graph. It is now this way, no? Right. It goes right like this way. This way, that line we have to get. Right. Sometimes you have to erase this graph I am now drawing. Therefore, wait till I do that. Okay. This part I drew. Right. Now this part I am going to draw. This, yeah. This here, right? I'm drawing like this. Wait for a while, people. Now, don't be hurried. Don't draw this one. Now, I drew like that. Now, let's see what are the equations of these two. This equation and this equation I am going to find. Yeah. For that, you know, definitely we have defined this mod x minus 2, no? Right. If I define mod x minus 2, it changes at 2, no? On the right of 2, it is x minus 2. On the left of 2, this you have to multiply by minus sign. When you multiply this x minus 2 by minus sign, minus x plus 2 coming. Right. Then the first one is when x less than 2, I'm going to find the corresponding equation for the right hand side. Y equals mod x minus 2 plus 2. But on the left of 2, mod x minus 2 is equal to this, no? Y equals minus 6 plus 2. I substituted for mod x minus 2 and this plus 2 we have. Then you can very clearly see here y equals minus 6 plus 4 coming. All right. What is that, people? The equation of this. Minus 6 plus 4. Fortunately, when I am drawing this one, people, I have, of course, drawn this line through the point 4. That should be so because the intercept here is 4. That is fortunately okay. Okay. Another one more thing you have to consider, people. What is that? You can see the gradient of this line. What is gradient? Minus 1. This one has the gradient minus 1. People, what is the gradient of this one? Also minus 1. Yeah, also minus 1. That means gradient of this red line segment and this black one. Gradients are equal. People, if the gradients are equal, you know that two lines should be parallel, no? So therefore, do we have that parallel nature in the diagram? No. No. People, we have to correct that too, right? So this way, we couldn't get at least they to be parallel because we haven't used what? A correct scale in the x and y axis. So people, when we do the graphs, when you draw the graph in this way, people, that relative nature we have to consider. That's much important. So therefore, at least we should be able to draw this line and this line to be parallel to each other. So therefore, the best thing is I am going to make change of this line so that that will be parallel to this. That's why I told you sometimes we have to erase this. Then this 5 also we have a little bit change. Right. So then I draw it like this, people. Right. Okay, like this. Now correct, no? Approximately they are parallel. Okay. Then that is correct. Then this line this line has the equation, people. Y equals minus 6 plus 4. Right. Okay. Now, secondly, I'm going to consider when x greater than or equal to 2. Greater than or equal to 2. But this one. Y equals mod x minus 2 plus 2. Y equals mod x minus 2 plus 2, mod x minus 2 is equal to x minus 2. We can cancel down here, no? This is y equals 6. Y equals 6 mean, people, this is having the equation y equals 6 now. You know y equals 6 line is what? It's a straight line passing to the origin. That means when we produce this way, this line, that should pass to the origin. According to our diagram, it is not seem to be like that. But anyway, people, relative positions, in this case, true. Relative position mean, you know what is the gradient of this line? It's 1. Here also 1. Then this line and this line approximately should be parallel. So now according to our diagram, people, they seem to be parallel. So therefore, this is enough. But if we take a rough correct scale along this x and y axis, people, when we draw like this line should pass through the origin. Okay, I will arrange that also. This and this almost parallel, but I'll change it like this. Right. So then you know that line is passing to this origin, no? This point and this point we have to join, and that only we have to produce this way. So if it is drawn like this, that is much good, no? This way. All right, these two people, right? This is now y equals x. Now we drew the graph correctly. These two people, huh? This we drew. Now this one and this one become parallel. This one and this one become parallel. These are the two graphs now we need, right? Okay, people, now if I take this red graph alone, its equation I will write here, right? That equation of the red graph is y equals mod x minus 2 plus 2, right? The black graph is, people, its equation is this: y equals minus mod x minus 1 plus 4, right? These are the two graphs, huh? Right. Okay, that is okay now. Now people ask another question there. Ask another question there. What that question? Yeah. Hence find the range of x for mod x minus 2 plus mod x minus 1 less than or equal to 2. Hence find. People, hence means what? Usually in a question, if you find the word hence, in that case, to answer the next part, you have to use the previous part of the question. In the previous part, do you have something in the question? No. Definitely, that part you should use to take the next answer. In this case, previous part means these two graphs. Using these two graphs only, that answer we have to now give. That's the meaning of hence. Using the present information in the question you have obtained. The results you have obtained so far in the question should be used to take the people next answer. That's the meaning of hence. Understood? Right. Okay, let's see, people, how to take the next answer. Right. So then I erase this all. Right. Now, whenever you have this way an inequality after drawing a graph, you have an inequality to find its range like this. Yeah. Then people, this is how we give a start. The given inequality is this: mod x minus 2 plus mod x minus 1 less than or equal to 2. People, you know this inequality, you can solve in another way also. What's the other way? Can you remember? We solve this kind of inequalities, defining both this mod x minus 2 and mod x minus 1 and marking them on the number line and separating some regions. And in every region, we actually solve this inequality and we find finally the union. You can remember those kind of questions we did. That way, very easily we can find the solution for this inequality. But that way, if you use here, people, no marks. The reason is you are given hence. Hence means using these graphs only, you have to find the solution for this inequality. Understood? Right. Now, whenever we get this way an inequality, soon after drawing this way graphs, definitely these equations of this graph available in that inequality. Available in that inequality. Then your first effort should be, people, to get them out from that inequality. Yeah. So now this equation mod x minus 2 plus 2, no? This will have mod x minus 1. Before the x minus 1 modulus, we have minus sign. Because of that, I am going to take this to right hand side. Okay. Mod x minus 2 less than or equal to 2. Take this right hand side, minus mod x minus 1. Why did we take this to right hand side? In order to form this equation and this equation. on either side of this inequality. That is the hint. Okay. But still, people, here we have mod x minus 1 plus 4. But here we have here minus mod x minus 1, 2. Then what I do, people, I add to both sides 2. Add in 2. Add in 2 to both sides. Okay. Then what do you get? It is now here, people, mod x minus 2 plus 2. Less than or equal to, adding 2 here, we get 4 minus mod x minus 1. Then I write here minus first, mod x minus 1, and to this 2 we add another 2, we get 4. Like this. Now see, people, minus mod x minus 1 plus 4 means this. Right. One equation of the graph we obtain to one side of this inequality. Here, mod x minus 2 plus 2 is this, the equation of the other graph. And now we could obtain the equations of these two graphs from this inequality in the left and right. You have to come up to this definitely before solving. The two equations of the graphs we drew, we should take out from this given inequality by arranging the terms here and there and adding or whatever using a technique. Right. Now we got there. Now let's see how to think after this. People, now this one means over there the red graph. This is the red graph. Over there the red graph. This one, people, the black graph. Right. Furthermore, this means here, this part, mod x minus 2 plus 2 is here we are having. But that is equal to y. Then I can write this as what, people? Y of red graph. This is y of red graph. In my diagram, people, I write that as, my color is red over there, no? Then y of red graph. Mod x minus 1 plus 4 mean, people, this no. But that is equal to y, no. Y means what? The height. This height or this depth. Or y of black graph. This is y of black graph. Right. Y of black graph. Understood? Now people, see what is available really here. It says y of black graph should be greater than or equal to y of red graph. Y of black graph. Y means y coordinate, people. The height to the black graph. Height to this black graph. Height to this black graph should be greater than or equal to y of red graph. People, you know, when we consider between this point and this point, I take this point as A and I take this point as B. Between this A and B, see, between A and B, you can see the black graph is above the red graph. Black graph is above the red graph. When the black graph is above the red graph, mean, people, the black graph has, people, greater y value here. Take this height from x-axis to the black graph here. From here to here, the height to the black graph, the height greater than to that of red graph. So therefore, y, the height of the black graph, greater than or equal to y of red graph occurs, people, between the points A and B. Then The solution of this inequality mean what, people? Y of black graph greater than or equal to y of red graph. What is the range of x this occurs? That is the answer of this inequality, because from this inequality only we got this. So then finally, the solution of this given inequality, we can very easily explain, people. In these two graphs, what is the range of x in which the black graph is above the red graph? Why, people? When the black graph is above the red graph, only what can you say? The y of black greater than y of red. Understood? So now we need to find in what interval of x the black graph is above the red graph. You know, black graph here, black graph is above the red graph in between A and B. For this A and B, there are x values. Now we have to find what are those x values. In between that two x values only, people, this thing happens. That is our final answer. See here how to take the answer for this given inequality by using this graphs we drew. Understand? Okay, right. So then people will come to that. Right. So now I am going to find this A and B. So then first of all, come up to these people. I'll take this as star, and then we'll write one sentence relating to this answer. Right. I think up to here it's correct, no? Yeah. People now come to that statement. Write down. Starting from here, people come up to this. Now, sometimes if you have not used this red and black, people, your own color, you have to write the statement, right? Okay. Write down, people. The solution. Write down the solution of the given inequality the solution of the given inequality is the range of x, is the range of x, is the range of x is the range of x. The black graph, we'll write like that. The black graph is above the red graph, is above the red graph, is above the red graph. Okay. Write down by the diagram, this occurs by the diagram, this occurs between the points capital A and capital B. Capital A and capital B. Right. Therefore, let's find the points capital A and capital B. The points capital A and capital B, right? Okay. We'll write people next one. Point A. Right. Now, you know, this point A here. This point A is the intersection of this black line and this red line. So therefore, if we need to find the coordinates, x coordinate and y coordinate of this point of intersection, people, we have to solve simultaneously the equation of this black line and this red line. By solving the equations of the two lines simultaneously, we can find x and y both. That x gives x coordinate at that point, y gives y coordinate at that point. But in this case, to answer our question, people, we need only the x coordinate. Let's find only the x coordinate. So therefore, to find the point A, people, since point A is the intersection of this line and this line, the equation of this part is this, right? The equation of this black is this. These two equations we have to simultaneously solve. Today morning, one question was, is it compulsory to write these equations? People, I told not compulsory, but those equations, now we need to find what this point A. Otherwise, again, we have to find this and this, no? Now we are facing that issue. Since we have this equation and this equation already, to find the point A, people, this one and this one we can now solve. Understand? Then to find point A, solving what equations? This equation and this equation, because by that two lines, intersection of that two lines only, what that point A. Solving y equals minus 6 plus 4 and y equals 6 plus 3. Now, solving means what, people? This y and this y we equate. Why? The two y letters we have to equate. Why, people? The reason is, you know, at the point A, the y coordinate of the black graph means the height to the black graph, no? Height to the black graph is this. At the point A, height to this red also the same. At the point A, the y of black and y of red being equal. That is why we equate this y to this y. If this y and this y are equal, people, the right hand sides also equal. Therefore, equate y values. That means the right hand side we have to equate. Then minus 6 plus 4 should be equal to x plus 3. People, take this minus 6 to right hand side, this 3 to left hand side. 4 minus 3 coming. Minus 6 also take to right hand side, that is plus 6. With this 6, 2x. Then 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 equals 2x. Dividing both sides by 2, we get x is half. We get x is half, people. X is half. X only we need there. All right. Then we found the point A, x coordinate. Now point B. Point B, people, this here. That point B is the intersection of this line and this line. Then to find the point B, we have to equate this y and this y, right? Then solving y equals 6 and this y equals minus 6 plus 5. Okay. Then this y and this y, when we equate, means this and this we have to equate. X equals minus 6 plus 5. Brings this side, it's 2x is 5. Then x is 5 by 2. Right. So therefore, people, here This, if we drop perpendicular like this, here the x coordinate only we got as 5/2. This is 5/2. And here, this is half. Now we know the black graph is above the red one in between half and 5/2 of x. Then how to try to find answer, people? Final answer, people, when you write, here you can see not only here greater, black graph y coordinate should be greater than red one, but here equal sign also available. So therefore, people, we need to find x values at which the y values of red and black graphs become equal. You know exactly half here y of black and y of red become equal. Here exactly 5/2, y of black and y of red become equal. So therefore, how to write the answer, people? X greater than or equal to half and less than or equal to 5/2. Right? Between half and 5/2, y of black greater than y of red. Exactly half and 5/2 of x, the y values of both graphs are equal. Why should we consider that equality? Because, people, here equal sign also available. So therefore, solution of the star we can now write. The solution of the star only the solution of this, because this means really the star. Then you can write, therefore, the solution of star is x less than or equal to 5/2 and greater than or equal to half. Here equal sign also we have to consider. Why, people? At x equals half, the y of red and y of black become equal. They are equal. Why should we consider that equality? Because here equal sign available. The solution of this only the solution of this. Hence the solution of this is, people, this. That way we write. Hence the solution of that one, mod x minus 2 plus mod x minus 1 less than or equal to 2 is this way, x less than or equal to 5/2 greater than or equal to half. Okay, now, people, this is how we take that answer. Understood? Right. Any question, people, here? Yeah, people, any question? No. Right. Our students are very talented students, no? So therefore, once we give something, they can understand lots of things. Because our students are very talented ones, no? Yeah, okay, that's why you don't have doubts. Right, people, now we'll come to another one more question. Right? It is the question number 16 in the tutorial. Take question number 16 in the tutorial. Question number 16. Right, I'll give 10 minutes, people. First try this question. First try this question. Thereafter, we'll work out this question together. The question number 16 says, sketch the graphs of y equals mod x minus 2 plus mod x minus 4 and y equals mod x minus 3 plus 2 on the same diagram. Hence, find x such that mod x minus 3 minus mod x minus 2 greater than or equal to mod x minus 4 minus 2. Understood? I think you can do this. First, try this question. After that, we'll work out this question together. Right? Question number 16 in the tutorial, page number 4. Right? Question number 16, people. Right. Take question number 16. Right. Hurry up, people. Right. Now, number 16, people. It is this. First one is y equals mod x minus 2 plus mod x minus 4. This graph we have to draw. Secondly, the graph is y equals mod x minus 3 plus 2. Yeah, this graph very easily you can draw, people. How? Mod x graph we shift to rightward by 3 units and takes upwards by 2 units. That's much easier, right? We'll draw this one. People, to draw this one, we have to define both mod x minus 2 and mod x minus 4, right? Okay, and then I do it like this. Mod x minus 4 changes at x equals 4. This mod x minus 2 at 2. This way. Right here, on the right of 4, it is x minus 4. Right? Left of 4, multiply this by minus sign. It's minus 6 plus 4. And on the right of 2, mod x minus 2 is x minus 2, people. Left of 2, multiply this by minus sign. It's minus 6 plus 2. Understood? Yeah. Now there are how many ranges? 1, 2, 3. First range is x less than when x less than 2. When x less than 2, y equals mod x minus 2 plus mod x minus 4. Y. Mod x minus 2 on the left of 2. Minus 6 plus 2. Mod x minus 4 on the left of 2. Minus 6 plus 4. Correct, no, people? Right? This plus sign I write here. Mod x minus 4 on the left of 2. Right, on the left of 4 up to negative infinity, mod x minus 4 takes minus 6 plus 4. Then when less than 2, it is minus 6 plus 4. Minus 6 plus 4. Plus and minus make minus. X plus 4. Minus 6, people. Minus 2x. 2 plus 4 is 6. Right. Second interval. Second interval, when x greater than or equal to 2 less than 4. This interval. We'll see what happens to this. Y equals mod x minus 2 plus mod x minus 4. Okay, right. In this interval, mod x minus 2 is x minus 2. Mod x minus 4, it is minus 6 plus 4. Correct, no, people? Mod x minus 4 takes in this interval minus 6 plus 4. Simplify this. What do you get? Y equals x minus 2 plus and minus minus 6 and 4. This and this we can cancel down. Y equals, people, 2, no? Y equals 2. Third interval. When x greater than or equal to 4. Y equals mod x minus 2 plus mod x minus 4. Mod x minus 2 in the interval on the right of 4 is this x minus 2. X minus 4 mod is x minus 4. Y equals people 2x minus 6. These are the three equations. Right, we'll find one point here, put in x equals 2. When x equals 2, what happens, people? Put that 2 here. 2 and minus 2 is minus 4 plus 6. It's 2. Y 2. Then 2 is 1 point. Right, no? This is y equals 2, a straight line parallel to x-axis. Here, put x equals 4. Put 4 here. 2 into 4, 8 minus 6 is 2. Y is 2. Then the point is 4, 2. Another point we need. For that point, we'll use people this intercept, right? Yeah. Now we'll sketch this graph first. The other one we cannot sketch, no? Okay. This y-axis, this x-axis. Fine. I take x equals 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here. Right. y1 here, 2 here. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. 2, 2 is 1 point. 2, 2 point is people this, no? 2, 2 point is this. Right. This equation minus 2x plus 6. 1 point is 2, 2. Right. Plus 6. Plus 6 is here. If we mark like this, 3, 4, 5, 6. I take like this. Right. So then the intercept of this is 6, no, people? 1 point is 2, 2. Other point is intercept 6. 6 is here. Right. So then the line we can draw like this. Join this and this. This way. This way, right? That line we need on the left of 2. Correct. We have drawn on the left of 2. This one. Right. Between 2 and 4, we need y equals 2, people. Between 2 and 4, y equals 2 line means it is a straight line parallel to people x-axis. This way. Now this one, 4 to is 1 point. 4 to 1 point means already this is point, no? Right. What line we have to do? 2x minus 6. Minus 6. Intercept is minus 6, people. Minus 6 is somewhere here, no? Okay. Minus 6 can be very easily found taking the same height below the x-axis. Say somewhere here we take. If it is not easy to take that point, people will use another point. Right? What's the other point? Now, when I mark here x equals 5, people. Now, suppose now, sometimes, of course, if you can't take the depth, this length minus 6, if you don't have enough space there, then it is not easy to find out the minus 6 point, no, for the intercept. That occasion, we'll substitute another x value in this equation. and we'll find y value. Since we consider x greater than 4, then we have to put the x value here, which is greater than 4. Like 5 put 2 into 5, 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. Then x equals 5, right? Y is 4. That's also possible to use. In this case, we'll use like that because that if we don't have this depth to take 6 people, we can use that x equals 5 and put that and find y. 2 into 5 is 10. 10 minus 6 is y is 4. 5 4. 5 4 means people here this is 5. 4 is here. 4 is here. Yeah, correct. No. This here. This is how we draw that. And now if I write the equation separately, this equation is y equals what, people? It is 2x minus 6. This equation y equals minus 2x plus 6. This is y equals 2. Correct now? Right. Now, next graph is this. Y equals mod x minus 3 plus 2. Yeah. How to draw this y equals mod x minus 3? Mod x graph, we have to shift to rightward by 3 units. Adding 2 means that should be lifted upwards by 2 units. Understood? Then if I roughly explain that, people, this is the y equals mod x graph. This is 45, this is 45. We have to take that rightward by 3 units. Then that graph occurs here, this way, right? And adding 2 means this you have to take upward by 2 units. Then here 3 2 point. This branch make 45, this branch make 45 this way. Understand? Yeah. Now draw that graph. This vertex going to be now 3 2. People, guys, 3 2. 3 is here. This height is 2, no? Therefore, exactly the vertex occurs here. Right. Now from here we have draw a line making an angle 45. And to this end, making an angle 45. People, you know, angle 45 means this gradient is 1. This is minus 1 gradient. Yeah. Here, this gradient is 2. Gradient 2 means the angle is greater. Gradient 1 means angle is small. Then when I draw a gradient 1 line, that line should pass this way, making small angle than this. Because this is representing gradient 2, no? The line I need to draw here is gradient 1. Gradient 1 line should make small angle than the gradient 2 line. So therefore, people, the line when we draw here should intersect this line somewhere on the right. Why? This line we need to draw, make small angle with the x-axis, whereas this, since its gradient is 2, that make great angle. Great angle line, small angle line, they must intersect therefore, no? Yeah, this way. 45-degree angle should be drawn like this. Right. So here also people like that. 45 to left, no? Like this. This way, people, we get that graph. You can see the board clearly, no? Okay. Now we'll see what are the equation of this right hand side branch and the left hand side branch. Okay, that can easily be found, people, this way, by defining the mod x minus 3. By defining the mod x minus 3. By defining the mod x minus 3, you can see that. Okay, people take that one, people. Mod x minus 3, when I define, what do we get? On the right of 3, it is x minus 3. Left of 3 minus 6 plus 3. Right? Okay. Then on the right of 3, since mod x minus 3 takes x minus 3, this place we have to put x minus 3 plus 2. It is y. Then we get what? Y equals x minus 1. And this equation is, people, y equals x minus 1. Right. X less than 3. This one will be minus 6 plus 3. And that plus 2. Y equals minus 6 plus 5. Right? That says, people, now we have approximately built this line and this line now. When x less than 3, the intercept is 5. That means this line should pass through where? This point, no? This point. Okay? Right? And this one should be equal angle with this, no? So therefore, if we can correct that also, our lines are, the graphs are so, what, people, accurate. Shall we change that one? Because according to my graph, people, here 4, no? 3, 4, no? But intercept should be here 5. On the left of 3, x minus 3 will be minus 6 plus 3 and plus 2, then plus 5 coming. Right? If we can change that, people, so that has to pass through this point, that's much accurate our graph. So then we'll correct that one. Huh? I erase this. Usual people, when we try like this, sometimes we have to erase the graph. Okay. We could have, of course, found this one and drawn the second graph. But I didn't do like that. Never mind, people. So then this experience is important. Why? When I shift to right 3 and upward by 2, till we get these equations, it is not good to draw at the lines. Okay, right. So then I draw that to pass this point. So if it is passing through this point, people, according to our scale, it's wrong, no? So then that wrong graph will be given, but it will not anyway affect to our final answer. But people will draw the correct graph like this here. This way, right? Right. Then people, now this angle is 45, this also 45, no? Then this line also should cut this black one at the same height, because these red lines are equally inclined to x-axis on the right and left by 45 degrees. So therefore, this line also should make 45. That means this red one should cut this black one at the same height, this one. So therefore, somewhere here it should cut. So then we'll erase this also. We'll make it correct. This level we have to find here. This way we draw. Now correct, people. Now earlier one, actually, since we have marked these numbers on the y-axis only, somebody can argue its intercept is 5, but going through the 0.4, therefore the graph is wrong. But for the final answer, people, that fact never affect. Right. But we corrected that one now. Now it's okay, everything okay. Right. Now this is y equals x minus 1 line. This line, people, now y equals minus x plus 5. No? Right. This point is 3, 2. Point is 3, 2. Right now? Yes. Y equals x minus 1. Right. Now, given one question there. Number 16. Find x such that mod x minus 3 minus mod x minus 2 greater than or equal to mod x minus 4 minus 2. Understood? Right. What is our first purpose, people? By this inequality, on the left and right, we should be able to form what, people? The equations of the graphs here we drew. That's the first attempt, right? And thereafter we can take the next answer, right? Yeah. Then I do it like this, people. I take this mod x minus 2 part to right hand side, and this minus 2 I take to this left hand side. Mod x minus 3 I keep here. This minus 2 I take to this side, plus 2. This I take to right hand side. Greater than or equal to mod x minus 4 plus mod x minus 2. Right? Okay, now we have obtained mod x minus 4 plus mod x minus 2. Is this black graph, people? The equation of the black one only this is the y of black. Right? This is the y of red. Now, people, what is asking? Asking thing is y of red greater than y of black. What is that, people? The interval of x, the red graph is above the black one, or equal to black one, because equal sign also here. No? You can see, people, it happens here. If I take this point as A and this point as B, between A and B, you can see red graph is above the black graph. So therefore, our answer for the range of x should be, we have to find x coordinate of A and x coordinate of B. In between that two, including that x values also, the answer we get. That's the answer. So therefore, we have to find x of A and x of B. Right. Now find them, people, by solving. Right. Now, people, we can find A. I'll take this as star, right? Right. Point A. Right. How to find, people, point A? Point A is the point of intersection of this red line and this black line. Therefore, you have to solve this equation. Solve mean what, people? This left hand side's y are equal, then the right hand side should be equated. So therefore, right hand side minus 2x plus 6 should be equal to minus 6 plus 5. Bring this to this side, minus 2x plus 6 equals, here 5, take this 6 to right hand side minus 6. Here minus 6 equals minus 1, x equals 1. X equals 1. Here x is 1. This x coordinate is 1, people, right? Here 1. We will find y of x of b, point B. There point B come in, people, with the intersection of this red one, this and this, no? Then equate them. 2x minus 6 is equal to x minus 1. Take this x to this side, we get x, this to right hand side, 5. X is 5. It is this. Therefore, this takes place, people, between 1 and 5, including both. Right. So therefore, you can write, therefore, solution of star is x greater than or equal to 1, less than or equal to 5. But this means the given inequality, people. So therefore, the solution for the given inequality is this. Hence, I can write, hence, the solution of given inequality is x less than or equal to 5, greater than or equal to 1. This is how, people, we take that answer.